Hello friends, so in today's video I'm gonna walk you through on how you can utilize AI to be able to generate authentic looking and, in my opinion, pretty damn good looking thumbnails for YouTube. Now, before I go into how it works, I'm just gonna show you that I know Ball, which is on this very same YouTube account that you're currently watching. And as you can see, all of these thumbnails here have been generated with AI. And so, without further ado, let's actually get started. And for us to actually get started, we need to first sign up for a product called Genviral.io. I'm here in the Home tab. And once you're signed up, the next thing that you have to do is you have to actually train yourself. What does that mean? Well, so you go here into the media library and then you click on characters. I've already pre-trained my character and attach 35 images. You can get started with as little as 5 images and attach up to 50 reference images. I do recommend to provide at least 10 to 20 images because 5 will work, but the material after testing it myself will not always look as you, for example. So again, very important that you give all kinds of different pictures. As you can see, me being in all kinds of different positions here. The other thing that I've noticed is that when you have different hairstyles, so in this case, I had a few where I have like a shorter hairstyle, the AI will sometimes be creative in its generation as well. So very important, if you just want to have a specific hairstyle or representation of yourself, then make sure to only attach pictures of said hairstyle. Now, once we've generated and trained ourselves, the next thing that we have to do is to create the images. For that, we go here into the create section and we're here now in the AI studio. And the next thing that we want to do is, when it comes to YouTube thumbnails, I personally like to have a good base image, because for the thumbnails that I use, I personally just have me, for example, here on the left or the right, and then whatever text is here on the left. Now, for us to be able to do that, what we have to do is we have to use the consistent character feature, which is powered by the training that underpins the whole thing that I showed you in the media library. And so for that, we go into use case and then we click on consistent character. Now, I have to select me as a character and I want to pick 4K because, again, we want to have a good base image. Now, the other thing that's very important is that within our base image, we want to have a clear background and only us. As you can see here, all of these here are my base images that I use. So this actually not, but this one here and this one here is really good. And that was the one here that powered this particular thumbnail. And so now what I want to do is I want to just walk you through the whole thing. And the way we can do it is we can actually just speak into it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and create the base image by speaking into it. Hey, please create a portrait of me with a clear white background looking straight into the camera. I wear a dark navy t-shirt, have a slight smile on my face. Again, look straight in the camera, plain white background. Think of it as a passport type photo, so not a lot of overwhelming emotions or anything from the chest upwards. We can also have it rewrite, also can ask the AI clean this up, and just again, if we want something a bit more clearer than that. Now, very important here to mention is, while I generate this, is I want 1:1 aspect ratio, because again, I'm just using this as a frame, as an image that I can use going forward for all kinds of images, because this one here I will only generate once and it will be an asset that can be reused across many different thumbnails if I ever so wish to. And now again, through the power of editing, we'll be right back with the generated image. And we're back in now, so we can see a generated image. As you can maybe remember, I had a bit of shorter hair in some of these images. And so as a result, again, I picked the shorter hair versus this hair, as you can see, that I have right now, which is, I think, even longer these days. But again, I think it's a pretty usable image. It looks, I would say, pretty good. And it, I would say, got my features pretty down well. Now, if we want to then use this image, what we can do is we can attach this image to a post. Now, I personally still prefer this image just for the time being, or this one here as well. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to attach this as context. And for me to do that, I'll click here on context. And now I personally like using GPT Image 2. It's just the best at creating thumbnails. It has really good word level understanding. And so when it comes to generating thumbnails, it's just overall, in my opinion, the best. What we can now do is we have the reference image here that we had before, 16:9, and again 4K, so that we have very good quality. And now again, I want to speak into it and let it do its thing. So again, for the power of editing, I'll be right back once this is all done and cleaned up. And now we're back, and here we have the text now. So as we can see, basically I want to keep it all minimal, all fairly basic. That's kind of the style that I like. And so now we click on generate, and again, through the power of editing, we'll be right back. And now we're back, and that is the thumbnail. that I think I'm gonna use for the image. Now, again, sometimes GPT Image 2 does screw up a bit of the texture, the skin texture. I do overall think it's still very representative of how I look, and it also got the YouTube colors right, so this kind of black and red, which I like quite a bit. And again, it looks very natural, very plain. I again really like this simple style, so that is now the image that I'll use for the thumbnail when we hopefully see each other in the video. And that is already the video. So guys, if you have any questions about Genviral, about the whole process, you can also, by the way, use this whole train yourself thing on many different other things. So if you want to post to LinkedIn with a picture of yourself, for example, in a presentation, or to Facebook or whatever other social platform it is that you ultimately want to tackle, then that is also possible with kind of like the same technique that I just showed. Just maybe to show you finally, you can also post this then directly here. So if I click on post, then I can just select the account here and have it posted directly to TikTok, or again, any other social platform for that matter. So again, all convenient, all in one platform. And with that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.